live free for subscribers. So, and also hello, this is Zeus Angel Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please hit the big red subscribe button. Also, you can like the video, thumbs up, or share it. Get your friends to subscribe, all that jazz. So we're just doing a little energy clearing while I wait for people to pop into the chat, people to get notified. If you do want to be notified when I go live, I've been doing lives rather frequently lately, but if you want to keep up to date, all you have to do is click on the little bell icon and YouTube will notify you. I don't know how accurate it is, but just know that if you do click the notification button that you're going to be notified often because I come on here often. So if you don't want that notification. How y'all doing? Hi, P. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been busy with school? I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. Yes. Things have been weird because it is the Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde eclipse. We are in the middle of two eclipses. We just had an eclipse. And we're having another eclipse on the 29th of March. So be prepared for some major changes. You've been busy? Okay. Have you noticed anything weird, anything funky in the air? Maybe communication or anything like that? Any major changes? Or has it just been status quo for you? Let me know. How has school been going? Has it been good? Good for you staying busy. Me, I've just been moving back and forth. I spent some time in California. Now I'm back here, back home. No, not me personally. Everything seems to be okay. Okay, so you haven't noticed any differences, any weird arguments in your relationship, nothing like that. Not everybody is affected by the retrograde or because Venus retrograde. I know that there are certain signs like Pisces and Virgo, I know, are the signs who are most affected by all the astrological things going on right now. You're just finishing school. When is school over for you? Yeah, so we're just here. I'm just shuffling the cards, waiting for a question. Pop in the chat. I used to do collective readings before I did the questions. But I'm just going to get started with the questions. We're just going to get right into it because my energy tends to drain, and I don't want to do that. Christopher says, will Hannes May of the Philippines come visit me in Michigan? P says, school, I'm just finished. I don't know, you deleted a message there. I'm glad to see you here, P. Thank you, Christopher, for your question. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Christopher, I haven't seen you here before, so in order to receive your free question, you do have to subscribe to the channel. As long as you have hit that subscribe button, go ahead and answer your question. P says, in April, okay. I'm not sure where you are in the world, but typically out here where I'm at, oh, thanks, dear. Typically where I'm at out here in the States, school's usually over in May. So that means you're finishing next month. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Okay, Christopher, so I'm going to see if P has a question. Since P was first in the chat, we'll answer P's question, then we'll do Christopher's question. Did you have a question for the tarot, P? If not, I will answer Christopher Swinehardt's question. Thanks for your question. Appreciate your energy. How y'all doing? I need to make sure I have my settings on. Okay, Prob says, will I ever get a chance to talk to Sahib again? Was that the person that you were asking about if they like you? All right, let's see. Let's see what the tarot says. Will Prob ever get a chance to talk to Sahib again? We're looking for a yes or no card. So I feel like this is a maybe energy. This is definitely a maybe. It's not a yes, not a no. Although the second card is a no. I'm picking up on a maybe energy. It really depends. With the Six of Pentacles there, it depends on how much time you spend at school. It might not happen though. I'm leaning more towards a probably not, but there is I'm going to give it like a 60% chance because we have the Ten of Swords here. So it's possible, but I'm leaning more towards a no. Mika, we're answering questions. So yeah, I'm going to say here, Prob, just because we have two different energies here, we have a yes, we have a no. There is a possibility, like I'm going to say like a 40% chance that you'll see them, but it might not happen. Oh my gosh, there's a Nightbot in here. I'm not sure what this is. I'm sorry, Nightbot. Please don't spam the chat or I will have to remove you. You've entered that 3 different times. I don't know you, so I can't make you a mod. I think it is some spam account. Yeah, please stop spamming the chat. I'm going to remove you. I'm not going to make you mod because I don't know who you are. Okay, but yeah, P, I'm leaning more towards a no. There is a small possibility, maybe like a 40% chance that you'll talk to this person. All right, okay. So now we're going to move on to, I hope that helps, P. Yes, I hope that helps. I'm going to answer Christopher's question now. Christopher, are you still in the chat? Got good news. You got my Nirvana shirt in the mail. Oh, good for you, TWC. Yeah, okay, so Christopher wants to know if what's the name of the person if somebody's going to come visit you from the Philippines. If Hana May. All right, let's see if Hana May will visit Christopher. Oh, you blocked the Nightbot? That's cool. Okay. Let's see if Hana May will come visit you from the Philippines. There is a thing called Nightbots that you can enable on YouTube, but I haven't enabled it, so I don't know. All right, let's see if Hana May will come visit Christopher from the Philippines. Yes, or we want a yes or no. I love Nirvana. I don't know if you guys know what Nirvana means, but it is actually a Buddhist term. So, and it means to be free from suffering. Okay, so we have so I'm leaning towards a no. For Christopher. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna pull one more card because the five of cups is a straight no. Let's see if I can pull another card for you though. Yeah, so we got the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I know you want to, yeah. So we got the first card. So there is a possibility that this person will come see you because we have the Ace of Cups here, which is definitely a yes card. But with the Five of Cups, it looks like there's some kind of disappointment attached to it. So I don't really know what that means. I'm going to say that this is a maybe energy here, potentially. Some kind of disappointment surrounding it, though, with the Five of Cups there. Like maybe it will take them a long time to come see you. Maybe you'll argue, and there's some kind of like maybe it's gonna be. I'm getting like a bittersweet energy. Like if they do come see you, it's gonna still be kind of bittersweet. But because we have a yes and a no, this is a maybe energy as well. So there's a possibility. And I hope that helps. There's always a possibility, of course. And, because if you believe in parallel universe, in another universe, you're probably with this person already. And, and maybe you can timeline jump and make it happen and supersede the disappointment that's happening here. Yeah. So, potentially. I hope that helps. I hope that it happens for you. You can overcome the disappointment that we have here surrounding the situation. Does anybody else have a question? Let me ask another. The second question is a $5. I only do one per person for free because it's not fair for me to do more than one. My lighter doesn't want to work. All right. Well, I guess we're not going to light sage. Does anybody else have a question? TWC, did you have a question? I don't think there's anybody else in the chat right now. Mika's here. We have Mika and we have TWC Myers. So either one of you guys are welcome to ask a question. I'm just going to chill. Radha, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Yes, I see your question there. You don't have to enter it in there again. I see it. Radha, please stop spamming the chat. I see your question. You don't have to enter it again, please. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And we will go ahead and answer your question. It says, does Ankith Rachana reunion, yes or no? So you want to know if you're going to have a reunion with this person. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I don't have subscribers only mode, so sometimes there's trolls. Oh, hold on, guys. Hi, Adriana. We have a lot of new people in the chat today. The rules as follows are: do not spam the chat. And please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're putting a question in the chat. Radha, are you still there? Yes, I know. For sure. Thanks, Adriana. How are you doing today? What's up with you? All right. Let's see here. So Radha wants to know if you're going to have a reunion. Feel free also, you guys can talk amongst yourself in the chat. I always like to see discourse in the chat about whatever you want. Well, not whatever, but positive things. Chilling, getting ready to... Oh, cool. Yeah. So Radha, let's see if Rachana is going to have a reunion. Will Radha have a reunion with Racha? Thanks, dear. I just want to get a good shuffle in because I did use this deck. We'll see if we can get a yes or a no. Will Radha have a reunion with I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. Will Radha have a reunion with the person on her mind? With Rachana. Oh, is that your name? Okay. Let's see here if Rachana will have a reunion. Knight of Swords. That's not a yes or a no. Rachana. Reunion with who? So I'm feeling like this is a no. It looks like a no. We have the Hermit. The Hermit's typically a no. There's always a possibility. But I think that Spirit wants you to work on yourself here. Because I feel like, first of all, there could be a horse or a white. You could see either a deer or a horse or a white animal. We have two white animals on here. Okay, that could be your spirit animal. And they're coming into union with one another here. I would say probably not. The Hermit is like a very isolative energy here. I think that it's just kind of saying to slow down, take some time to yourself. I think that there's a reason that you're being isolated right now. And I don't know your situation, but there is a reason that you're being isolated right now. And it could be a good time for you to slow down. I don't know if you pray or meditate, but I usually see the Hermit as God. So there's some kind of intervention here, like a divine intervention, and there's a reason why you're being isolated right now. And Keith. Yeah, so it's a time to slow down. It's a time to reflect on yourself. there's some kind of spirit nature that's guiding you inwards right now. I hope that helps. I wish that my lighter worked. Really? Yes. I see the Hermit. Actually, I see the Hermit as God energy. It's a very spiritual card, and the Hermit has all the answers. So, you know, you have all the answers within you, all the answers that you seek, and sometimes you just need to sit with yourself, and you will get all the answers that you seek. You're very welcome. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, Cashly, I see your question. And I'm trying to light this stage, but my lighter isn't working. All right. You want to know, Cashly wants to know about TJ. How does TJ feel about you right now? Okay, so Cashly, that's two different questions. And do you want to know how they feel about you, or do you want to know if you're going to reunite? Which one do you want to know more than the other? And we'll focus on that. Okay. How do they feel? I know that you said your name is Ann Keith. Ann Keith, it's definitely time for you to do some inner work. I would say don't focus on the other person. If it's meant to be, it will happen. We are in a time of Venus retrograde right now. So if there is a relationship that's not coming together, it's probably not meant to be in your life right now. So just focus on yourself, and I wouldn't worry about the other person. How does TJ feel about Cashly? Let's see if we can get an answer. A positive answer. How does TJ feel about Ashley? How does TJ feel about Ashley? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. All of you guys in the chat. I see 8 people in the chat and only 6 thumbs up. I feel like this person wants to make peace with you right now. Six of Swords. Let's see here. In inner consciousness is God, I think. Yes. Hermit is silence and inner consciousness. That's right, it is. Antika or Radha, sorry, if you're talking to someone who is with someone else, you should definitely move on and let them be. So, but for Cashly, this person wants to... 4 of Swords. So I think this person wants to move on. They want... 4 of Swords to me would suggest that they want to break from this situation, and then they're trying to move on. They don't want any drama. They don't want any... Let's see, because we got the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. First, they could potentially want a reunion with you. Let's see here. 4 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, I think this person is... I think they want your attention. Because right now, I think what they're feeling is that there's some kind of separation. And they're not happy with the separation. They want your attention. Does that make sense, Cashly? Are you still in the chat, Cashly? TJ, I feel like TJ wants your attention right now, and I think they're feeling the separation. 4 Swords. They're feeling like there's a break between the two of you, and like you guys are separated. Could even be in no contact, and I think they're definitely wanting communication. Hi, May. Hi, May. Hi, Reaction King. Let's see. Yeah, you've been going round and round with the same person, and it's a stressful situation. I wished him a happy birthday, and he blocked me 2 days ago. Yeah, well, if they blocked you, I would say that they want to break from you. Let me get one more card for you. So I could read this another way. I think this person is focusing on their money right now. So the Six of Wands to the Four of Swords would suggest that they want to break from your attention and that they're focusing on their money right now. So yeah, if someone blocks you, I would just move on. I know it's hard because it feels really bad and really shitty to be blocked, but yeah, it's time to move on. Hi, Rainbow Girl. It's time to move on, Cashly. I feel like you guys already know. You know, that love, put it towards yourself. Right now, Venus retrograde is removing relationships that don't belong in our life, and put that love towards yourself. And also, that love will fade. The love will fade with time. You can love someone and move on from them. You can do both. Hi, May. I'm answering Cashly's question right now. Gotta be patient, okay? And let's see. Who's next? I think your question is next, May. You have to be patient, and I'm still answering Cashly's question. Okay. Okay, May. And you want to know about your partner. So, I know that you're asking if they're cheating. I don't really like answering those questions. What I'll ask instead is if you can trust them. I hope that helps, Cashly. Hi, Rainbow Girls. It's so we have May, and we have Reaction King, and then we have Rainbow Girls. He left you on red. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay. All right, May. So let's see here. Okay, May. Are you asking about your ex or your current boyfriend? You wanting to know if you can trust your current boyfriend? Rainbow Girl says, yeah, I know. Let's see what the tarot says. All right, thank you guys for coming out. All right, let's for May. May wants to know if she can trust her boyfriend. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So, I would be careful. 5 of Cups. So it's not really talking about anything romantic right now, to be honest with you. First of all, it looks like you could be projecting your disappointment onto this person, and I feel like this person is focusing on their independence right now. I feel like they're disappointed with the relationship. There's some kind of disappointment that they're going through right now, but they're trying to work on their independence. It doesn't say, it's not telling me anything about them cheating or anything like that. I mean, they certainly can be, but I think that the thing that you need to work on right now is giving them independence, because this person I think this person is feeling a little smothered, or they're feeling like they just want their space, they want their independence. They're working on, I feel like they are in a position where they could potentially work on this with you, but it's from a practical matter. It's not like a lovey-dovey. Does that make sense to you? Because I'm pulling Pentacle, and whenever I pull Pentacle, that to me is that somebody is focusing on their outer world. They're focusing on their money. They're focusing on their outer world. They're not focusing on their relationship, because there's some kind of disappointment. It's not saying anything about another person. It's saying that they could feel kind of smothered right now, and that they're trying to establish some kind of independence and some kind of stability in their life. The Three of Pentacles, you know, that to me would suggest that this person is open to maybe working through this with you, working together with you. And, you know, to me, it sounds like you guys might benefit from talking to a therapist. I would like to know, is there a future between me and my current partner? So, in other words, May, I'm not seeing anything that would suggest infidelity. But if you're already feeling like you can't trust them, then you should probably work on trying to reestablish trust in your relationship. I hope that helps. Let's see. Okay, so I hope that helps, May. And Reaction King, it looks like you are next. So we're going to ask, and you can look up these cards too. I always recommend everyone to look up the cards, because sometimes when you look them up, they have a different meaning. So, but the Five of Pentacles is some sadness. Five of Cups, some sadness, some disappointment here from the past. I feel like this person could be focusing on what happened in the past between the two of you, and that's kind of affecting how they feel right now. But this could also be your energy here. Like, they know that they disappointed you, and they're trying to work together with you, but they're also trying to establish some kind of independence in their life, potentially focusing on their work. So, all right, let's see here. All right, okay, so I'm moving on. I hope that helps, May. I'm not seeing another person, but, you know, it's always possible. Trust your gut on that one, but you don't want to go destroying a relationship because of a gut feeling. You want to be certain. Reaction King, are you still in the chat? If not, yes, he came back and begged and I accept him again, but I didn't satisfy him because of, okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like the past is following you. That some issues from the past haven't been resolved yet. So I know that's difficult. That's a hard thing to work through. But it is Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, so it's gonna pull up a lot of those wounds. Reaction King, are you still in the chat? If not, I'm gonna move on to Rainbow Girl. Rainbow Girl wants to know what is going on. Why did you want to know why he left you on red? You are I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, Quiza. Rainbow Girl says, why did Nelson leave you on red? I'm gonna use a different deck. Why did Nelson leave you on red? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Reaction King, if you want your question answered, you can come back into the chat. We're gonna move on to Rainbow Girl. Are you still in the chat? Otherwise, it's gonna be Exolewa. Am I pronouncing that right? That's a very pretty and unique name. Everybody, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. If you're asking questions in the chat, please make sure that you've subscribed. You just have to click on my name. It takes you to the main page of my YouTube channel, and you click on the big red subscribe button and also the thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Who is still in the chat who has a question? Reaction King, Rainbow Girl. Otherwise, I'll just answer Exolewa's question. Exolewa. All right, I'm going to answer your question, Exolewa. Okay, here we go. I had to change my features again. You're welcome, May. Okay, all right. Rajiv, hello. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Solewa, I'm going to answer your question because I don't see anyone else. I feel like Reaction King and Rainbow Girl, I'm not sure where you guys went. So, Solewa, what was your question? Did you have a question? Oh, yeah, I would like to know, is the future between me and my current partner? Okay, you want to know what the future is between you and your current partner. Let's see here. That's a fun one. I get such heavy questions, and I don't want to ruin anyone's day. So, Solewa, what's the future? What's the future of your current relationship? Rajiv says, I'm a new subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate all of you guys supporting me. And yes, Rajiv, I'll get to your question next. This looks really good for Zolewa. We have Ace of Swords. It looks like the communication is going to be really good between the two of you. Let me get another card. You could get engaged or move in together. I feel like, so the thing is that you're going to be talking about the next stage of your relationship, and there's going to be some uncertainty here. So what I'm picking up on is that you guys could be having difficulties getting on the same page when it comes to taking your relationship to the next level. Because it looks like somebody's going to realize that they want to move in together or that they want to get engaged, but there's going to be some kind of pushback. Like, I don't know if that's what I want. I'm uncertain. Does that make sense, Solewa? I don't know if you're already engaged or if you're already living together, but there's going to be talks about taking it to the next level, but one person is going to be uncertain if that's what they want. That's what I'm picking up on here. Does that make sense, Solewa? Am I saying it right? Solewa Quiza? I hope that helps. I don't know if you're still in the chat. Yes, okay. All right, but it doesn't look bad. It looks good. It just looks like somebody's going to get some cold feet when it comes to taking the relationship to the next level. Okay, so you're welcome. My lighter isn't working. So we're moving on. I'm going to answer Rajiv's question. Please tell my future in study, and my name is, your name is Aradhya. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. All right, you want to know what your future in study is? Your future in study. Can you clarify what you mean by that? Do you mean how are you going to do in school? Aradhya, I want to understand your question a little better. I think what you're asking is how you're going to do in school. Okay. All right. So do you want to know how you're going to do in school or what you're going to do in school? Let's see what the tarot says. Oh, we already have a card coming out. It looks like you're getting what you want here. The star card is the universe is supporting your growth right now. The universe is supporting your dreams right now. So this looks good. It kind of looks to me like it's going to go well in school, and like whatever you're trying to make happen is going to happen. Yes, this looks really good actually. You're going to get what you wish, and you're going to be on a journey, on a spiritual journey. You're going to be starting something new here. It looks really, really good. You could potentially be studying a new subject or getting a new job, or there's a new life path that's stemming from this. But it looks like the universe is supporting your goals. So it looks really good. It looks like you're going to be getting what you want. You're going to be doing well. As long as you put the effort in, everything is going to be really, really good for you. So a new start, a new chapter in your life, having your dreams work out. It looks really good for you. Rajiv, you're welcome. I'm so happy to get good readings because sometimes they're They're not always great, but that was a really good reading. Okay, so Rainbow Girl 8 and Reaction King. I know you guys had questions, so if you're still in the chat, let me know. Anybody else have any questions? And please tell me that my crushes also love me or not. So Rajiv, it's only one question. The second question, I do charge $5. So if you want to pay me $5, I can answer that. Or you can wait until the next live and ask your question. Yeah, those are the only rules because it's just not fair to answer more than one question for everyone. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm sorry. The second question is $5. Yeah, I can't just answer every question you have. It's not fair. Sorry. But you can come back and ask that question next time. I don't know if anyone else is out there. Adriana says, I asked for a card if that cool. Sure, Adriana. I'm going to switch decks really quickly. All right. Sure, Adriana. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what... I'm still learning this deck. So I get the wands and the swords confused because it's in French. This will give me a chance to learn. These are the wands. Okay, the green is the wands and the red is the swords for Adriana. For sure. Yes, I would love... in school, I did study French in school. But it was a long time ago, and it was only a few semesters, and I have since forgotten. I think the only French that I still know today is like the alphabet. And I know bonjour, and I know the alphabet. All right. For Adriana. Let's see what the spirits have for Adriana. Did you go for a walk today? I'm sure it's lovely in California. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. I think that you're going to be, I know how to say, how have you been in France? Can you put it in the chat for me? How have you been? I know, I don't think I know how to say that. Ooh, the Death card. Why is the Death card here? There's a major change in your life here. I think that it kind of looks like there's an ending in some kind of way, shape, or form. I think there's certain things that you used to do that you're not doing anymore. But the things that you like to do are changing. That's kind of what it's saying to me here with the Knight of Wands. Why is the Death here? The Nine of Wands. So I feel like I can see this as one of two ways. You can't even spell it in English. I can see this as in one of two ways. So I feel like you could be working to change the issues that you have with your trust issues, because the Death card is change and major transformation. And I feel like it's almost like you're trying to release the heaviness. You're trying to release the blocks, the trust issues that you have. Oh, Rainbow Girl, no worries. We can still answer your question. But yes, because we have the Knight of Wands here, it looks like there is a change to the way that you do things, the change to the way that you talk to people, the way that you interact to people, and the things that you do are changing here. And I feel like it's almost like you're releasing some kind of heaviness that you had, some kind of resistance that you had, if that makes sense. It's really kind of abstract here, because the way that I see the Nine of Wands, I feel like it's almost like you could be starting to enjoy things again, like things that were once heavy, things that were once painful and hard. Now you kind of are coming out of this heaviness, stepping into a place where you're just kind of lighthearted and enjoying things a little bit more. And I feel like that's like this deep-rooted change within you. Champion Leader says, good evening. Greeting from India. Will Saftar support me in my case? Oh, wow. I have to learn to stop resisting what I wanted. Yeah, there's a letting go of the heaviness, and like I feel like you're learning how to put your guard down a little bit, because I think that you've been through some really hard times, and now maybe are learning to enjoy things again. With the Knight of Wands, you could also be potentially doing more things out in the world. You had to, huh? Well, this ultimately looks really, really good. It looks like a massive internal change for the better. Becoming more carefree, becoming more lighthearted, getting in touch with your inner child again, actually. Because the Knight of Wands is a really carefree individual, very, very light. And I very much see it like an innocent child who's going out to play, getting in touch with that, that need to play and be innocent again. Okay, so I hope that helps. And Rainbow Girls 8, you continue to do that because it looks like it's gonna lead you to something good, to just enjoy life again. All right, make sure if you're in the chat that you subscribe to the channel and hit the like at the top of your screen, the thumbs up. And Rainbow Girls, what was your question again? Let's see. You want to know if why did Nelson leave you on red? You're welcome, Adriana. So, Rainbow Girls 8, you want to know why Nelson left you on red? Is that what's going on here? Why did he leave you on red? What is his deal? His deal, her deal, their deal, I don't know. I can't gender people. I remember that. Are you still in the chat, Rainbow Girls 8, or did you leave again? Because otherwise we'll answer Champion's question. I know sometimes people have to step away and they can't stay, and that's totally fine. Drama? Listen, that's why I don't message people anymore, because at some point in time, you're going to get left on red. That's just the way people are nowadays, and I try not to take it personal. But it is personal. Drama. Rainbow Girls 8, are you still there, or did you leave again? You can answer Champion's question. Sometimes it's because I have to change my messaging filters. All right. Well, I'm not sure where Rainbow Girl went. Please stop trying to communicate, I guess. People stop trying to... Yes, they do. All right. I'm going to answer Champion's question because I'm not sure what happened to Rainbow Girl. Champion leader... will Safdar support me in my case? That's a really serious question. Let's see what happens. Champion leader, are you still in the chat? Gotta make sure you're in the chat if I'm going to answer the question. Otherwise, it's just no one will hear it. Okay, so there's 2 questions in the chat, and I'm calling to see if you guys are there. Champion leader and Rainbow Girls 8. If you guys are there, let me know. I can answer your question. Hello, hello. We're doing it, and I got my wings on. For the longest time, I didn't have them on. Okay. Rainbow Girl says, I messaged Nelson, but he left me on red. What is going on? All right, what is going on? Why did Nelson leave Rainbow Girl 8 on red? On red. On red. Unread. Why didn't he read it? Let's see. So we have a Justice card. That I'm not really sure what that means. It doesn't really tell me much here. I think this person, do they work in the legal system? Justice, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, this person is talking to someone else. I don't like it, okay? They might be talking to someone else, but if it isn't that, they're working as an educator. This person is avoiding you. And I think 7 of Swords, why, I'm gonna have to find out why that's there. I think this person is an avoidant, and I think they could have been pulled away because of work, but they're avoiding you right now. Why? Seven of Swords. I think this is Wands, right? Not Swords. Yeah. So this person's attention got pulled away by it could be another person or it could be work. So, but I feel like they're avoiding you. I don't really know why. It's not really telling me what much. But it's either one of two things. Either they're talking to somebody else or their work pulled them away. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is definitely avoiding or deceiving in some kind of way, shape, or form, because we got the Seven of Swords right there. It could be some kind of manipulation tactic, and if it isn't that, then they're focusing on other things right now. So I definitely would focus on yourself. I don't really like this energy, because we have, we have the Seven of Swords there. I don't really know. I don't like that at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I would definitely focus on yourself because that's what they're doing. So match their energy right now. Don't double text them. If they're avoiding you, if there's something else that's more important to them, that means they're not prioritizing you. And I think this person has avoidant attachment style anyway because they pulled the Seven of Swords. You're welcome. Good luck. You never know. Maybe they'll message you. If they do message you, make sure you tell them that you didn't like that and that you need more consistency. Make sure that if they do message you, make sure that you call them out on that. Otherwise, they'll continue to do it. So somebody like that, if they do it once, it's usually a pattern. You're welcome. Adriana says, in Spanish. What does my shirt say? It says, Dia de los Gatos, Day of the Cats. Day of the Cats. All right, so we had Champion Leader. Are you still in the chat? It's your turn. And I hope that helps, Rainbow Girl. I'm really sorry. Are you still in the chat, Rainbow Leader? Or Champion Leader? I just called her Rainbow Leader. I combined the names. If not, we will wait for the next question to pop in the chat. I usually stay on for an hour, but I'm always available to stay on longer, depending on if there are any questions in the chat or not. Well, it's backwards when what you see in the camera is backwards, so it's hard to read it from where you're standing. And I can pull some oracle cards while we wait for another question to pop into the chat. Or for Champion Leader. We will entertain the masses. Yeah. It says Dia de los, and Gatos means cat. Day of the Cats. Yeah, I got this in San Diego. All right, let's see. I'll read from this oracle deck called Believe in Your Own Magic. It's very lovely, and this the author of this deck is she's the actual author. Library, take control of your own narrative. This is fun because sometimes I would do the readings from the library. This is going to be number 22. 22. This says, someone else is trying to call the shots in your life. They think they can waltz in and control your every move. And you need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will be all in their favor, not yours. The stories inside of you make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you're the one to pick up the pen. Wow. So this is for anybody who feels as though someone's trying to manipulate you or control you. Number 22 is your favorite. Number 22 breaks down to 4 in numerology, and 4 is all about stability. So you have control and you have power over yourself and over your actions. Don't let somebody else make you into a puppet. You gotta stand up for yourself. I like that. So we're just going to do some oracle cards to see if anybody else has questions to pop into the chat, okay? Let's see. Pull some cards. We have lavender. Surround yourself with love. Lavender. Number 19. Lavender. Surround yourself with love. And surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connection. In the meantime, I've seen some angel numbers as like 303, 11, 11, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Yes, those are angel numbers. I love angel numbers. I always see 444 as stability, abundance. 555 is change. And 1111 to me, because you can Google all of them, but in my personal experience, when I see 1111, I know that means that my ancestors and my higher power are around me, and they're protecting me, and they're leading me in a good direction. Yeah, nobody has taken me down yet. That's good. Let's see. I love this deck, so we're going to pull some more. Now is the time. If anybody hasn't asked a question yet, now is the time. Yes, thank you. I need to know a little bit. Yeah, no problem. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. There's a fairy there, and she's in her little garden. Don't seek anyone's approval. This is number 12, which breaks down to number 3. Number 3 is about changes, and it's about celebrating. Is that 13? 12. It's like, oh, 12. So this says, whoa, where is it? Oh. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. I love that. It's very empowering because I feel like sometimes you're surrounding yourself with people who want to control you and have expectations for you because they don't really care about you. They're not really your soul tribe, and they're trying to change you. So, you know, if that relates to you, those relationships aren't right for you. Surround yourself with people who allow you to be who you are and don't try and control or manipulate you. It's hard to do nowadays because sometimes people pretend like they have your back and they're secretly trying to control you, or they're two-faced. So, and when you become more spiritual and more aligned with your intuition, a lot of those people start to fall away. You find yourself being more and more solitary, and because you know that it's better to be alone and in your own peace than surrounded by fake people, right? Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. I say this all the time. Yes, we can sabotage ourselves by surrounding ourselves with people who don't really care about us. And this is going to be number 44, which reduces to 8, which is all about the self and the subconscious. If you're having an inner storm, just know that everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. So whatever you're feeling is eventually it's gonna change, right? Just when you thought things were taking a turn for the better, in came a hurricane. A hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured the clouds are finally starting to part, making room for the much needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of past or present pain in order to make room for something better. Yeah, and in Buddhism, they say that we're always trying to alleviate suffering for all humans by focusing on the present, being mindful, and not allowing the suffering to overwhelm us, which can be really hard because when you're going through a hard time, you don't want to just sit there and do nothing. You want to do something about it to alleviate the pain. So now if you're just tuning in, now is your chance to get a question in because I will probably shut the live down at an hour. So we are at, slow down and celebrate yourself. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. This is number 29. Slow down and celebrate yourself, which I think that turns out to be 11. 29. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. And that's what I was saying before, because you have to realize to be grateful for what you have. Like, if you have a relationship and it's not going well, just remember that, you know, in a few years from now, you might not have that relationship at all. So appreciate the relationship that you have. And that actually will help you have compassion for the other person to be able to work through it, right? Because everything is temporary. So celebrate what you have now, for it might not be there tomorrow. This one always comes out when I do readings. So we have Throne. Your potential is endless. Number 45, actually, number 45 is an angel number. It literally means angel. 45, your angels are guiding you. This is this is the last card in the deck. It is the last card in the deck, number 45. At the risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything you put your mind to. I like that. You are a mighty queen or king who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant. Just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they are afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. We are beings of light, right? Okay, I probably won't do any more. I should try to forget past problems and negative thoughts because everything is temporary. I get it. Yeah, everything is temporary, and you have to try and focus on the now, because the future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. The only thing that really is valid is the very present moment. And I know it can be very hard because anxiety is on the rise right now. We create problems that aren't there. That's what anxiety is. Anxiety is like creating future problems that haven't really happened. So yeah, the more that you realize that you have control over the now and that's all, it makes things a little bit easier. How y'all doing? Where y'all at? Anybody else have any question before I shut down the live? I will be back to doing the regular sign reads. And I'm trying to diversify. What other type of readings do you guys want to see? I know I did the collective readings a lot. And the sign readings, the love readings, and all type of readings. Let me know in the comments if there's any kind of special reading you guys want to see. And maybe I can do it for you. Now is the time to get in any questions. I usually shut down the live at an hour, and we're at 59 minutes. How is my day? Well, it's really only 12 o'clock here, so it's been busy. I've been just trying to do stuff. I have my coffee in the morning because I love coffee, but I know it's bad for you. So I have my coffee, and I try to do, sometimes, I don't always do exercise, but I'm trying to incorporate that. At least today I did a little, like 10 minutes. Because I know that I do a lot of sitting. And I know it's not good for your body to sit a lot. So I'm trying to incorporate movement, and I know it's important to meditate. Those are two things that I have a hard time consistently doing, and I think those are the most important things that you can do, right? Other than getting up and brushing your teeth, cleaning yourself. Do I do personal readings? Yes, I do. All you have to do is email me, and I do charge $20 for Celtic Cross readings, because I usually go on for like an hour. So how do you can get them either I send you a video or I send you a link to YouTube. I like to do video chat, but if you're not comfortable with doing a video chat reading, then I send it to you as a video or a link to a YouTube video that's private. So yeah, I haven't been getting a lot of paid readings, and I haven't gotten my Etsy account up yet because it costs money, but yeah. May says, yeah, I was anxiety and trust issues for him because past, and he was desperate because of his dad pass away and responsibility. It was focus about it, and he maybe felt regret of his past actions, thus he apologized. Oh, okay. I suggest Ko-Fi. What's Ko-Fi? Yeah, I know, May. The thing is that when you take someone back and they did something from the past, it takes a lot of work to forget that, because people oftentimes repeat the same mistakes, and it's really rather rare that someone changes, and that's why it can be hard to resolve the trust. But I always recommend going to therapy if you can afford it, and then you have a safe place to address your concerns. Ko-fi is like Etsy. You can make an account and people pay you. Oh, really? I'll have to look into it, because Etsy used to be free. You just pay 20 cents for the listing, but now it's like $30, and I haven't gotten enough people interested in purchasing a reading because I do them for free so often. But I do need to start charging. Maybe I'll check. Excuse me. I'm going to check that Ko-fi out. You never know. You never know. I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting me. I appreciate it a lot. This channel has grown. We're basically at like about 1,000 subscribers now. So, and if I get the views up, I can do super chat questions. I can have my donation link. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if I get my views up I need 4,000 views, I can start having super chat questions. So then you guys can pay for the question. But yeah, I'm going to get on out of here. I really appreciate you guys coming out and all your questions and your time and your energy and your support. I appreciate it. Oh, I do have PayPal. Sometimes I put my PayPal link. My PayPal is just Zeus Angel Tarot. That's my PayPal. I haven't been putting it out on here because I haven't been having any interest in it, but yeah, I know I should. A lot of people will say I don't have PayPal. I have PayPal. I have Venmo. Okay, you guys. I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for coming out. And yeah, anybody who wants a private reading, all you have to do is email me, ZeusAngelTarot@gmail.com. And we work out if I want to do a video chat, if you want to get a video, or if you want a link to your reading. That's how we do that. So thank you guys for coming out. I hope that these readings elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I will see you all next time. I'll be on tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a great Sunday. Thank you as well. Bye-bye.